Good morning and welcome. Thank you for coming. I shared in my email today about my visit to the cow shed earlier this week. There's a little local dairy. It's on private property, so it's not really publicly accessible. But they have these beautiful cows, and we had a mess of 5 calves. So I went up to take a look and see if I could find the calves. And as I was peeking over the edge of the railing, looking for the calves, I saw that there were 3 big, enormous mama cows sitting in the hay, just chewing their cud and looking out at the pasture. It was kind of a rainy day and everything's soggy with the snow melting and the hay is all soggy. It's rather a mess. But they were just sitting there so peacefully chewing their cuds and just kind of emanating this warm cowness. And I thought, oh, yeah, that's how I want to be, just like so completely myself and content with where I am today and just enjoying life, whatever's showing up. Soggy pastures, delicious cud. If cud is delicious, I don't know. But just allowing myself to be. And it brought me back to what John O'Donohue writes about beauty, because I think it really captured for me, if I can open my phone, captured for me what he says. He says, to know a thing is to awaken to its depth, complexity, and presence. The beauty of a thing shines out in the claritas of its form. So claritas means like the clarity, the brightness, the vividness of what a thing is. So what I took from this and looking at the cows is that to experience the essence of something, it's to just be really present with it and see the clarity of its form. So the cow was fully cow, big, warm, brown, big, exuded its presence so clearly through its form. When we do yoga, we take all these different forms. We take a cow pose, we take a triangle pose, a warrior pose, a dog pose. And each pose is an opportunity not to become a triangle or a dog, but to allow ourselves to be in a form that invites us to be really present and fully ourselves in that form. So I was thinking that each time we shift to a different pose today, in each pose, we practice being in that form, being fully Chaya in that form, or fully Lisa, or fully Heidi, or fully Jackie, just fully who we are in that form to the best of our ability, because that's really the highest purpose of the practice of yoga. It's to make this deep connection to ourselves, and through making that connection to ourselves, we connect to everything, to that energy that permeates and pervades everything. So yoga is a gateway, a doorway into that experience. And the way that we posture ourselves and the way we set our intention to inhabit our practice on a given day can really augment that experience. So please take a steady seat as yourself, fully embodying your body, your mind, your heart, fully embodying yourself, just letting yourself be in this form as clearly as you can be, which isn't a matter of really doing anything except being present. And then set your awareness to your breath. And begin to invite the breath. Invite your awareness to your breath. And fill your body up with the breath as though your body were a balloon-shaped U, and your breath was going to fill up all of that space and inflate it into its full potential, its full form. So a few really deep breaths, kind of sending the energy of the breath through the whole body. filling your form with awareness, filling your form with presence. And joining your palms together in front of your heart. We'll chant the sound Om 3 times to begin. Please take in a deep breath. Om. 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 Bowing your head, honor the form that you inhabit. Honor the clarity of your presence in that form today. Lifting your head, open your eyes. All right, we're going to start lying down, so please come down onto your back. And as you land, just arrive in a place of quietness, steadiness in yourself. Bend up your knees, feet on the floor. And take a few deep Ujjayi breaths. Filling belly, ribs, chest. And emptying belly, ribs, chest. And lifting up your feet, catch the front of your knees. Bring the knees together, pull them towards your belly, and then take them wide apart, move them away from you, and back together and in towards you, making a big circle with each knee out to the side, together and towards you, and then wide again and away from you. Opening up the hip joints, lubricating that joint where the thigh bone moves into the hip socket, and then go the other way, so circle the opposite direction. Marry the breath to the movement. Exhale as the knees pull in, inhale as they move away, and you have space and you open. And the next time the knees come in, begin to move the knees in opposite circles, kind of maybe figure eights or randomly using your hands so the legs stay really passive and you're using your arms to kind of steer your thigh bones around. Maybe rock the pelvis a little left and right. Pulling the knees back together, lower the left foot to the floor and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Thread the hands through the legs and hold the back of the left thigh. Thread the needle. And using your right elbow, invite the right thigh bone away from you, inviting a little bit more space in that right hip. And send breath. Stretch the left leg to the sky, still holding the back of the leg, and circle the left foot at the ankle joint. The right foot stays flexed and clear, and circle the other way. And point and flex the foot. Bend the left knee, place the left foot back down on the floor. Keep the right ankle crossed. Take the hands to the back of the head, cup one hand in the other, and pull the belly in and down. Lift the head, shoulders, and chest up, and twist to your right. Right shoulder towards the right knee, and inhale back down. We're going to do a few of those. Lift up, twisting right, and back down. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, hover the left foot up off the floor. And by hover, I mean just like an inch. 3 more to the right. And then head down. Place the left foot down. Walk the left foot over to the left side of the mat. Drop both knees down to the right. And stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the whole body long. And bring the knees back up. Place the feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Reposition yourself, aligning yourself on your mat. And cross the left ankle over the right knee. Thread the left hand through the legs and hold the back of the right thigh. And then inhabit your form. Inhabit your toes, the sensation in your left hip, your hands and shoulders, your whole body. Be in this form and let this form express the essence of you. Stretch up the right leg and circle the other way. The leg stays nice and still and just the foot moves. Then point and flex the foot, stretching the top and the bottom. Bend the knee, place the foot back down on the floor, keeping the left ankle crossed. Take the hands and cup them behind the back of the head, pull the belly in and down, and then lift up and twist left with the breath. Inhale down, exhale up and left. The right foot can stay on the floor or it can hover. Three more. Keep the elbows wide and think about the right shoulder going towards the left knee, not the right elbow, the shoulder. And then place the head down, place the right foot down, walk it over to the right and drop both knees to the left and then stretch the arms. Take a full deep breath. And release the arms, uncross the legs. Stretch the legs straight up to the ceiling. Bring the hands down by your sides. And we're going to lift the hips, just squeezing the hips up off the. Try to move the feet vertically rather than towards your head. So pull the belly in and lift the hips up and down. And down, engaging the lower abdominal muscles. Three more. Bend the knees. Cross the right thigh over the left. So we did the ankle, now we're going to go thigh over thigh. Flex the feet and reach with your hands to your opposite feet and catch the feet. Hold the ankles perhaps or the heels and lift the feet up towards the height of the knees and draw the feet towards you as you press your knees into each other and tilt the sit bones down towards the floor. Exhale and release and switch the cross. Left thigh over right, catch the heels or the ankles or the shins. Lift up the feet, height of the knees, and draw the heels and the feet towards the shoulders. Good. Exhale and release, uncross. Roll over to your side and fours to hands and knees. Spread out the wide and take a few rounds of cat-cow. Focusing on the cow. And each time you feel cow, that's the sense of heavy, warm fullness of being, contentment with being as you are. Taking up as much space as your body needs to take up. And then shift the hips back and to the right. They can go all the way down or stay up just a little bit. Then inhale, come forward, lift the head, arch the back, and then exhale, hips back and to the left. Inhale, come forward. It's kind of making a triangle. This is the point, one point, and then over to the right. Inhale, coming up, arching, and exhale, over to the right. And we'll go to each side one more time with your breath. And when you come back to neutral, reposition the hand, downward facing dog. Then the elbows a little bit and firm the muscles of the arms. So you really inhabit your body, really feel connection and engagement with the body. Knees back a little bit. Curl the toes under and then straighten the arms. Pull the shoulder blades firm onto the back, lift the knees, lift the hips, and downward facing dog. And then take a moment to pedal your feet. And when you pedal your feet in particular, see if you can press a little bit from side to side and feel the stretch in the outer hips, the outer rotators and buttocks. So as you bend the left knee, shift the hips right. And as you bend the right knee, shift the hips left. Go one more time to each side. Good. And stretch both legs straight and just be dog. Be in your dog pose. Downward facing, present, fully inhabiting the pose and the body, the form with claritas, with a clarity, a vividness, a presence. Put the right foot forward up to your hands to a lunge. Lift up to your fingertips. And then spin down the left heel like you're going to come to two, but we're going to come to warrior dog. Walk the hands to the right on the inside edge of the leg. Press down through your feet. Feet towards each other, fire up the muscles of the inner thighs. And when you have them fired up, roll them back and wide. Stretch your spine a little further forward and sweep the right hip in and down. Keep the left hand where it is. Thread your right hand underneath your left and reach for your left leg. Maybe you catch the thigh, maybe the shin. And when you've caught some part of the leg, twist a little bit, looking underneath that arm. Take a full deep breath, strong legs. Release the hands and turn to face the long edge of your mat. Anusara to Uttanasana, two straight legs. Toes pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold and bring the crown of the head down towards the earth. Inhale, lengthen. Strong legs, sweeping towards each other to keep the muscles engaged. Exhale and fold. And one more time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Come to a lunge, turning to your left. So the left foot is the front foot, right foot is the back foot. Fire up the muscles of the back leg and then spin the heel down and come to the warrior dog on the second side. Hands walking to the left. And then go through the same steps. So just take a breath, soften and open, and then engage the muscles so you have clarity about what your form is. Pulling in, widen the inner thighs back and apart, and then pull the left hip down and under. From the core, extend out through your limbs, and particularly your right arm. Take your left arm underneath the right and catch the back leg. And take a twist, looking under the arm. towards your back foot. And release the hand. And walk the hands back to center. Parallel the feet, straighten the legs. Come to fingertips. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold and bow. Bow in. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the right knee, walk the hands to the right. And then straighten the right leg, bend the left, and walk the hands to the left. And go back and forth a few times, a little journey from right foot to left foot towards the knee that is bending. The next time the hands walk over to the left, turn the left foot out a little bit, lift up the heel, and then sitting down, lift up the right toes and point them towards the sky, Skandasana. Right towards the sky. And then we're going to walk to the other side. So put the right foot down, walk the hands to the right, the left toes, lift up the right heel. And one more time to the left, lifting up. We're going to pause here. So if you want to do a balancing variation and bring the hands to the heart, you can. If you'd like to do a twist, take the right arm up. Or just stay here and invite yourself to fully be present in the pose, to just inhabit here, this moment, this pose. And then make your way to the second side. Lifting up the left toes. Right heel lifted or flat, whatever your knee needs. And then same variation on the side that you did on the first side. Taking a moment for presence, for connection. And then back to the center for Sarita. 2 straight legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold and bow in to this shape that your body's making. Inhale, again, lengthen. Exhale, fold. We're going to turn back to down face dog at the top of the mat. Place the hands, step the feet back, take a full stretch, and then move through a vinyasa, plank pose, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, cobra pose, and back to dog pose. Step or hop the feet forward, Uttanasana. If your hands don't happily reach the floor, please grab a block. Step the feet together so they touch. And then take the right foot behind the left foot and bring the pinky toe side of the foot towards the pinky toe side of the foot. So you've got pinky to pinky, legs as straight as you can have them. Inhale, stretch the spine forward. Press the hips a little bit more to the right, but push the big toe ball mound of the right foot down. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Pull both hips back away from the shoulders. Exhale and fold. One more breath, lengthen, open. Exhale, fold. Uncross the right foot, put the big toes next to each other. And then step the left foot back behind and cross the ankles behind each other, pinky toe to pinky toe. And 3 breaths. Using the opportunity in the pose to maximize the opening and the outside edge of the legs and the hips. To inhabit the places in the body that we shy away from because they are painful or just inert. And release together, but take a little bit of space between the feet. Bring the hands to the hips, lift the head, lift the shoulders, and with a flat back, come all the way up. Very good. Let's move through some sun salutation. Step to the top edge of the mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Connect to your breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, dive forward through this series of forms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or hop back, downward facing dog. Plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Letting the radiance of who you are fully express itself through your pose and your body, through this shape. Step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. And we're going right back down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Dog pose. Plank pose. Lower. Back bend. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Feel the hands and the feet. Feel the thighs and the torso. Feel the head. All of it, you. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. We're going to do 2 more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Down face dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Down face dog. 3 breaths. Be you. Be fully you here now. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. And last one. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Down face dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Back bend. Dog pose. 3 breaths. Uttanasana, step forward. Land firmly in your feet, firmly in yourself, here on your mat, in your practice. And then inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sky, stretch up. And exhale, hands into your heart. Then we're going to come to an inversion, and we're going to do no variation. We're going to do just the pose. I'll hold the pose as an invitation to ourselves to just be in the form, to really feel the form that our body's making, whatever it is, and to inhabit it with clarity, with grace, with presence. So my invitation to you this morning is Shirshasana 1, headstand, or you can do L pose at the wall or legs up the wall if that works better for you. And I'm going to call out 15-second intervals. Stay as long as it's comfortable. So when you're ready, set up your foundation. Lift yourself up, forearms pressing. Intervals begin now. And you do a really nice big kidney loop. Yeah, good, 15 seconds. "30 seconds. Just be you. Be present with yourself. 45 seconds. Steady in your breath and coming down anytime you need to, whenever you're ready, whenever the muscles are fatiguing and you're losing the clarity of the form and the alignment. That's 1 minute. And we'll just do a few more intervals for those who want to stay longer. One minute 15. One minute 30. And last interval. Minute 45. And please make your way down to the floor. Grab a puppy. And then we'll release the head and neck. So please come to a standing forward bend. Place the hands together behind the back. Stretch the arms overhead. Hang as you pull your shoulder blades onto the back and up away from your neck. Slide the hands to the hips, lift the head, lift the shoulders, and bring yourself up. Coming to the center of your mat, face the long edge, take a wide stance. Stretch the right arm up and pull from the fingers to the elbow and into the armpit. So you're pulling into the core of who you are, keeping the armpit deep. Bend the right elbow with the left hand, catch the elbow and move it towards the middle of the back of your head. And as you move the elbow towards the middle of the back of your head, move also the right shoulder blade into the body. So as you pull the elbow in, don't let the shoulder blade pop out. Good. Pivot, right foot out 90 degrees. Pelvis faces the mat. Bend the right knee or your two legs. Press the right knee to the right. Puff into the back body so you're not overly extending into the front body, but keep your awareness in the back body just as much. And then lean to the left. So your left elbow is reaching towards your left foot. You're just getting a little bit of a deeper stretch on the right side. Still puffing into the left waist, the left thigh bone back. So a little deeper in the right leg. Very good. Inhale, straighten the leg. Release the arms out to the sides, Trikonasana, right hand down. Left arm to the sky. B, triangle pose. From the very middle of your body, stretch yourself out into this shape. Stretch yourself, your awareness of who you are, out into this form. Take one last breath in and out. And then the next inhalation, rise back up. Left arm up. And then plug in from hand to elbow to armpit, plug in. Then the right hand catches the left elbow. And you pull the outer left shoulder blade in, front ribs in and down, back waist full. Walk the left fingertips down your spine towards your hips. Then turn the left foot out. Keep the pelvis facing the long edge of the mat and bend the left knee. Warrior two. And settle into the shape. Settle into being fully you. Expressed through this form. the beauty and complexity of who you are expressed through this shape. Lean to the right. And as you lean right, puff the right waist back, right thigh bone back, and bend a little deeper in your left knee. Keep the arches lifting on both feet, toes pressing. One more breath. Straighten the legs, stretch the arms out, Trikonasana. Hinge over to the left. And let every part of your body sparkle with presence. Manifest who you are through your body. As I looked at the cow was fully there. They were fully, each one in its body, every part of the body. So much to learn from nature. One more breath. And inhale all the way back up. Parallel the, keep them wide, reach behind the back, lace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, lift up through your heart. Take a breath in and bow forward. Stretching the knuckles to the sky, keeping the legs strong, pulling towards each other. Let the head release. You stretch the arms. Bend the right knee. Shift the torso right. Stretch the right leg straight, bend the left knee. Go back to center, crown of the head towards the earth. And release the hands. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold and bow. Inhale again, lengthen. Step or hop the feet together. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Lift up the heels. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands to the heart. So it's a balancing squat. The heels are up. Finding the midline, holding steady through hands, through legs. Press the shoulders back. Breathe into the back body. If your shoulders are long, stretch your arms to the sky. By strong, I meant healthy. Take one more breath. Good. Exhale. Release the hands down. Release the hips down to the floor. Stretch the right leg straight out. And take the leg and fold it across, stacking left knee over right. And you're on the shoelace side of the foot, not the sole of the foot. When we twist, we're on the sole of the foot. This is a different pose. Half cow pose. Not that there is ever a half cow in the pasture, but just for our purposes today. Fingertips to the floor. Press your left toenails down. Spread your right toes out and press the right heel down and back. Lengthen the spine forward and fold over that right leg. You may feel a stretch along the outside edge of the leg as well as the back of the leg. If you easily reach your foot, you can hold your foot. Otherwise, keep the fingertips supporting your back. Drawing the low back in and up, the collarbone spreading wide. Very good. Breathing in, sit up. Now we're going to take the twist. So put the foot flat on the floor and hug the knee in close, wrapping the right elbow around the knee. Left fingertips behind you and a twist. A twist to the side, to the left. Breathing in, come back to center and switch the legs. Take the left leg, stretch it out, and cross the right leg over onto the top of the foot. The buttocks out to the side, internally rotating both legs. Fingertips on the floor. As you exhale, fold forward. Press down into the toenails. Keep the Achilles tendon both lengthened out, but the top of the foot also lengthened out. So you're not creating a hardness by cranking the toes back. The heel presses down, the Achilles is long, and then the toes and the top of the foot extend. So you have an equal extension through the top and the sole of the foot. Very active, but not harder on one side than the other. Take one more breath here. And then bring yourself up and twist. So right foot flat, hold the right knee in, and twist to your right. The hips heavy, the spine long. Inhale and untwist. Release the leg. We're going to move into Gomukhasana, cow pose, because it's hard to talk about cows and not do a cow pose. So grab a block to sit on, or you can grab a folded blanket. And you want to make it so that it's not wide, but rather it's narrow, just enough for your hips to sit on. I'm just going to grab a block. So if you're sitting on the block, you'd sit this way so that you have support. You may not need to sit on anything, but if you do. And I'm going to fold the left leg under and the right leg over, stacking the knees. So if this pose doesn't serve your particular situation, you could consider doing the half pose that we've already done as an alternative. So we have on top, whichever you're doing, and your strap handy. Did I say that? I hope I said that. Have your strap handy. Sorry if I didn't. So strap goes in the left hand, in the middle of the strap. Lift the arm to the sky, and then pull down and in the same way that we did when we were doing the warrior two pose. So from hand to elbow to shoulder, in, then bend the elbow, and with the right hand, catch the elbow and move it more towards the middle of the back of the head. At the same time, shoulder blade in. Then take the right arm out to the side, do a big external rotation with the right arm. Keep the shoulder up and back. So we're going to move the hand, but focus on keeping the shoulder full of its awareness of itself as you take the hand and reach it back for the strap, or maybe you catch your hands or you hold the strap. Either way. Keep working that right shoulder up and back, and then breathe the body. And press the head back into the arm and the elbow more towards the middle of the back of the head. You can stay here. If you want, you can bend forward. Cow pose. Wherever you are in the pose, be fully here. Allow yourself to be fully you, embodied in this shape, whatever the shape is. And exhale and release. Release the arms and release the legs. We're going to switch to the second side. So the right leg folds under first, or it stays out straight if you're doing the half version, and the left leg crosses in front. One of the cows at this dairy is named Hannah Half-Horn. And I assume that it's either because Hannah has half a horn or Hannah's not all the way there. However, Hannah is. Be sure that Hannah is. She very much just is whatever she is. Us just be very much whatever we are. Strap in the right hand. Stretch the right arm to the sky. Sucking in, integrating into the shoulder socket, saying, yes, here I am, this is me. Bend the elbow. With the left hand, assist the elbow more towards the middle of the back of the head. Keep the side waist moving back. Extend the left arm out to the side body long. Externally rotate the upper arm. And then bend the elbow, keep the shoulder back, and reach back for the strap or your hand. Heidi, lift your head, please. Yeah, nice. And then just be in the pose. It's not the most comfortable of poses for the majority of us. However, inhabit it. Be in it fully. Be in this form. Hinge forward if you wish. If you bend forward, bring yourself up. And release the arms. Release the strap. Release the leg. Bend up the knees and windshield wiper right and left. And coming to center, extend both legs out to the side. Wide. Press firmly down at the top of the thigh bones. And reach out long through both the bottom and the top of the feet, toes spreading. Inner thighs firm, waistline full, fingertips on the floor, hinge forward. You come down to elbows if you reach. You can put a block under your forearms if you like, or you stay up on your fingertips. Be however you are in your shape of pose, yourself. Clear in who you are and how you present yourself in this moment to yourself. Fill with breath. Be fully embodied. Press the top of the thigh bones down and stretch the spine forward and long. And as you keep your tailbone anchoring towards the earth, stretch the rest of your spine forward and out. And the inner edges of your heels. 5 more breaths. Deep, slow Ujjayi breaths. When you finish that 5th breath, bring yourself up, release the pose, knees together. Again, windshield wiper left and right. And then make your way back to all fours, to hands and knees, tabletop. And a few cat-cows. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hips back and to the right. Inhale, forward and arch. Exhale, hips back and to the left. Inhale, arch. Hips back and to the right. Inhale, arch. Hips back and to the left. Inhale, arch, and we're going to go to dog pose. So again, firm the muscles of the arms. Make a very clear sense of self. Shift the knees back and lift the hips up. Pedal the feet left and right. Stretch the legs straight. Step in one footprint
Take the right hand to the outer left calf or thigh and twist underneath the left armpit. Pull the left hip back and to the right. Release that. Switch, left hand to the outer right calf. Pull the outer right hip back. Push the right hand forward. Release both hands to the floor, dog pose. 3 deep breaths. Step back if you want. Be in your dog, be in the shape, be you, here, now, present, fully here. The beauty of who you are is here. Drop the knees to the floor, and please turn over onto your back. Lie down. Knees bent. Right leg, half happy baby pose. Catch the pinky edge of the foot. Draw the knee straight down, and then stretch the left leg out long. From the core of the pelvis, reach long through both legs. Letting go with the right hand, stretch the right leg straight to the ceiling and hold the back of the thigh with both hands. And stretch that right leg in any amount and circle the foot. Circle the foot the other way. Point and flex the foot. Bending the knee, place the right foot on the floor. Bend the left knee in for half happy baby pose. Catch the pinky edge of the foot. Foot over knee. Knee hugging towards the ribs. Draw down and push up. And then stretch out the right leg. Or rolling the inner right thigh down. Holding the back of the left leg, stretch the leg up, stretch it in, and circle the foot. Circle the other way. Then point and flex the foot. Bend the left knee, place the foot on the floor, bend the right knee, foot on the floor, knees to the right, both knees to the left, both knees to the right again, both knees to the left. Hug the knees up into the chest, circle them around. Perhaps there's a little bit more mobility and freedom. Perhaps there's a little bit more awareness of embodiment. We're going to prepare for Shavasana, so as you're ready, stretch your legs out on the floor. Relax your feet to the sides. As you're ready and you're stretched out, close your eyes. And bring awareness to your feet. Bring awareness to your legs. Bring awareness to your hips. To your back. To your front. The belly, the ribs, chest.
Bring awareness to your hands, to your arms, shoulders, neck, and head. Feel your whole body. Be fully in your whole body. To know a thing is to awaken to its depth, complexity, and presence. The beauty of a thing shines out in claritas of form. The beauty of who you are shines out through this form that you inhabit. You are beautiful. Let yourself fully inhabit this form as you rest for the next few minutes. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om. Bring your awareness to your body, to this precious form, to your breath as it deepens and you begin to move fingers and toes. And then bending your knees, curl to your right side and just pause. Like a cow lying in the hay, just being yourself. And as you're ready, make your way up to sit. And join your palms in front of your heart. Yoga and life offers us the opportunity to be fully present with ourselves, with our bodies, with one another. To peel away some of the excessive, extra, unnecessary, and be more fully our authentic selves. We'll chant one Om to close our practice today. Please take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you all. Thank you for your practice today.